It's fabulous.
I'm the founder of the Hollywood Museum, yes.
You are the founder.
Max Factor building, yes.
How long has it been going for now?
We first opened the doors in 2003, and it's taken some time, and we're very proud because this is a passion project for us.
And what does it feel like to be celebrating Marilyn's 100th birthday here?
Hard to imagine, because she was struck down so early, and at the prime of her career, we have her image frozen in our mind. And it is so intriguing because as the rest of us grow old, Marilyn stays young. It's hard to imagine she's 100 years old. She would be a great grandmother and maybe even a great great grandmother. Hard to imagine.
She was quite adorable.
Fantastic. Well, you're looking very beautiful, and I think Marilyn would be very proud of you. Glammed up tonight. You look beautiful. Thank you for
Thank
talking.
you. Nice to see you again, Donnell. Okay.
The kind, sweet Marilyn, Norma Jean underneath it all.
Yeah.
Did you know that she was, I think a lot of the times people took advantage of her good nature, mistook her kindness for weakness, and she was used by Hollywood in a lot of ways, but she was also a very smart, intelligent woman. I hear that, imagine what she'd be doing if she was still alive. She'd probably be doing movies that would have a lot more content that she had control of.
Well, I admired the fact that she formed her own production company back in an age when actors didn't do that, but especially women didn't do that. And Betty Davis was a friend of mine, and I remember the first day I met Betty, and we were talking about things on the pilot of Hotel, and she said, "That's what I like about you. You remind me of me when I stood up to Jack Warner." And I said, "Oh no, Miss Davis, when you stood up to Jack Warner, you changed the business." But in a way, Marilyn was the same thing, standing up to the studio, not wanting to do the silly parts, and wanting to better herself. And I always admired that. But not only better herself, but forming her own production company that she would have control of to try to do that.
A bit like Lucille Ball. She was a gutsy woman too in the industry, starting her own,
Yeah, I loved her. I knew her a bit. And, Lucy was great. I remember I was going to be presenting on the Oscars in '82, I think. And there was a little shop, a lot of bugle beats on Rodeo Drive, like up on the second floor. And I'm the only person in there. And I hear the door open, and I'm like looking at bugle beats, and what am I going to wear? And I looked at it, and oh my God, it's Lucille Ball. And we're alone in the shop, and I'm trying to pretend I'm just. And she came over and she said, "Aren't you Morgan Fairchild? I love your work. You're so funny." And and then she and Sammy Davis would invite me to go play. They were both big backgammon players back in the day when backgammon was the big thing here, and they would call, and say, Sammy would call and say, "We're going to Tahoe to play backgammon. You want to go? We got a private plane." I said, "Honey, I got to be at work at 5 a.m. I'm doing a series. Oh, we'll get you back." I said, "I don't trust you to get me back."
Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. You are an icon yourself. It's amazing. You're looking so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Very kind of
you. You are timeless. You're on the continuum.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for talking to us, and thank you for talking to the Hollywood Times.
Sure.
You have a
we'll
great
see you
night.
inside, babe. Okay.
Sure.
Yes, I'm a talk.
Hi, I'm Valerie with the Hollywood Times, and you are again?
Alicia Soper.
Yes, Alicia. Hi, welcome to the museum. And what are you thinking about Marilyn's 100th birthday?
I think it is just wonderful that there's so many celebrations going on for her, and she's such a legend to so many people for so many different reasons. And I'm just so honored to be here.
I love it. And Roger just told us some projects that you've been doing. What are you working on?
Well, I've had the privilege to play Marilyn Monroe for a handful of years now on TV, stage, film. So I played her on American Horror Story season 10, and then also on another Ryan Murphy project, a little show called Feud, Betty and Joan. So I was in the pilot episode of that. And Luke Yankees play Marilyn Mom and Me. I've been involved in that since the very first reading.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So you're having a good time already. Have you been to the museum before?
I have, yes. It's such a special place.
Yes, yes, it is. And I see Miss Dad again over there, so we're going to have a chat with her as well. Thank you so much. And you as well. Hi, Valerie Milano with the Hollywood Times. And your name again?
I'm LA City Councilwoman Tracy Park.
Yes, you are, Tracy. It's a pleasure to see you. How are you feeling
feeling during this election time?
You know, I feel really good about things. We've seen so much incredible progress on the West Side. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, we're right in the thick of it, aren't we?
We are.
And I know you've been to the museum before. What do you think about Marilyn Monroe? Do you have a favorite film or something that she's done?
Well, I am really, really excited. On Saturday, we are actually going to be doing our own Marilyn exhibition on the West Side in Sawtell at the Bundy Triangle Park. We are going to be screening a documentary about her life, especially the focus on her time on the West Side. You know, Marilyn Monroe went to University High School in Brentwood, and then after the documentary, we're going to be screening Some Like It Hot. Definitely one of my favorite movies.
Oh, that was my daughter's too. And when she said I saw it, Mom, I was like, uh-oh.
So I would invite everyone to join us on Saturday evening at the Bundy Triangle Park. You know, I just can't imagine a piece of LA or Hollywood history more iconic than Marilyn Monroe. And so to get to be a part of this celebration of what would have been her 100th birthday is really a remarkable opportunity.
Thank you so much, Tracy, and have a great evening.
Thank you. Have a good time.
Valerie Milano here with the Hollywood Times, and look who we have, a cover of Ruta Lee.
I'm so happy to be with you, Valerie.
God, thank you. Nice to see you again.
It's nice to be seen, and it's nice to be here at the Hollywood Museum, where not only do you come to see, but you come to be seen.
You got that right. You got that right. So, having worked during Hollywood's golden era, how would you describe Marilyn Monroe's presence compared to other stars of that time?
Marilyn Monroe was the ultimate movie star. There was nobody bigger before her and nobody bigger after her. I think she will go down in history forever as the ultimate movie star.
That's a beautiful way to put it, for sure. And what do you think? Why do you think her story continues to resonate across generations?
Because she was pretty and she was kind. Nobody ever said a bad word about her. Sure, in jealousy, I'm sure a lot of things were said by people who didn't have the right to. But she was kind, she was good, she was sweet. Above all, she was pretty, and she knew how to show off her assets.
And you do too. So what are you doing these days?
I don't have any assets to show.
I beg to differ.
Thank you. I'm still doing my one-woman show every once in a while, not working as much as I would like to, but I am, as of next week, 91 years old, so what the hell, they're not writing parts for me.
Look at you. Fantastic. Congratulations and happy pre-birthday.
Thank you, Valerie. Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless.
you, sweetie.
Oh,
Hi there, Valerie Milano with the Hollywood Times. How are you tonight?
Great, how are you?
Good. I remember your father years ago and how famous he was in his own right. So talk about him a minute.
Well, it's interesting because if you look back at 2012, right here, my father and I, we had the exhibit of his pictures. So this is the first time I'm actually here without him. So it's a little bit, you know.
Yes, I can see it in your eyes. You have a lot of love in there.
Yes. But, you know, he's done a lot of great work, and I'm glad that I can honor his work today. He created an immersive experience to honor my father's legacy in Maryland as well. So together on the other side, now hopefully they're together and they'll be able to see what we're doing for them.
There you go. Thank you so much for talking to the Hollywood Times, and have a great evening.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.